There are stories whispered in hushed tones, in the dark corners of every culture. They are warnings disguised as tales, passed from generation to generation, guarding the boundaries between the seen and the unseen. Tonight, we step into that unseen world. These are the creepiest folklore creatures from around the globe, monsters of myth and perhaps of reality. And for each one, someone, somewhere, claims to have seen it. 1. The Wendigo, North America. Canada, Northern US. The cold forests of the north are ancient. In winter, they become hushed tombs of snow and stillness. But in those frozen silences, the Algonquin people believed something terrible wandered, the Wendigo. According to legend, a Wendigo is born when a human commits the ultimate taboo, cannibalism. That act invites a dark spirit to possess the body, warping it into a skeletal, towering monster with sunken eyes, gray skin, and a heart made of ice. Forever hungry, forever empty. But this isn't just a ghost story. In 1878, a Cree man named Swift Runner was hanged in Fort Saskatchewan. The reason? He confessed to killing and eating his entire family during the winter. Despite having access to emergency supplies just miles away, he claimed he was possessed by the Wendigo spirit. The incident shook the community. Many believed the Wendigo had truly taken him. In other modern sightings, hikers in northern Minnesota reported hearing human-like howling near their campsite in 1999. One camper described a tall, gray figure watching us from the tree line. A week later, 2 deer carcasses were found nearby, untouched except for the heart, missing from each. 2. La Llorona, Mexico and Latin America. Her name is spoken with dread across Latin America. La Llorona, the weeping woman. Her story varies, but the bones remain the same. A woman consumed by grief or jealousy drowns her children in a river, then herself. In death, she is cursed to roam riversides and canals, searching for their souls. Often dressed in white, her long hair conceals a pale or skeletal face. Witnesses say she cries with an inhuman wail, blending sorrow and rage. In 2004, outside San Antonio, Texas, a group of paranormal investigators visited a riverside path known for La Llorona sightings. Their recordings captured sobbing, but when played back, the sound reversed into something guttural, unnatural. They also reported sudden cold spots and seeing a woman in white vanish behind a tree with no ground behind it. One mother claimed she saw La Llorona staring through her child's bedroom window. The next morning, muddy footprints led from the window to the child's crib, and then stopped. She had locked the window. It was still shut. 3. The Nuckelavee, Orkney Islands, Scotland. Scotland's folklore is rich with phantoms and spirits, but none are as grotesque as the Nuckelavee. Said to live beneath the sea, the Nuckelavee is part horse, part man, fused into one horrific form with no skin. Muscles pulse and black blood oozes through exposed veins. Its breath can scorch the land, kill livestock, and spread plague. It only rises in the night, especially during drought or disease. One account from the 1700s tells of a farmer named Tamas who rode home late along the coastline. He heard hooves behind him. Looking back, he saw a monstrosity chasing him, fleshless, steaming, its eyes glowing like coals. He sprinted his horse toward a freshwater stream, remembering that Nuckelavees can't cross it. As the monster reached out, its arm dissolved into vapor before touching him. It let out a scream so loud it cracked the ice along the nearby lake. The next morning, his horse was found dead, eyes wide with terror. 4. The Pontianak, Malaysia and Indonesia. In Southeast Asia, the Pontianak is a terrifying spirit, the ghost of a woman who died during childbirth. She appears beautiful at first, often wearing a white dress with long black hair. But once lured close, her eyes go red, her mouth tears open, and her nails become weapons. She is said to stalk men at night, often those who wronged women in life. In a well-documented case from 2013 in Indonesia, villagers in West Kalimantan reported a string of sightings, men hearing female laughter just before being scratched or found unconscious. Local shamans conducted a ritual and declared the spirit was drawn by the presence of a recently deceased mother, buried improperly. Once her grave was properly sealed and offerings were made, the attacks ceased. It's said you can keep a Pontianak away by stuffing a nail into the base of her neck, which transforms her back into a human, temporarily. 5. The Ads, Ghana, West Africa. From the Yu people of Ghana and Togo comes the legend of the Ads, a vampiric creature that can take the form of a firefly or spirit mist. It slips through cracks in homes at night to drink blood and life force from sleeping victims, especially children. In its true form, the Ads is monstrous, winged, red-eyed, and ravenous. Victims grow weak and sick without knowing why. In one terrifying case from the 1980s, an entire village in Ghana experienced what they believed was an Ads infestation. Children became ill with fever and fatigue. A spiritual healer reported seeing red lights buzzing near the sick at night. After performing protection rites and sealing windows with herbs and ashes, the epidemic stopped. To this day, locals hang garlic and iron charms above windows, a warning to the Ads. You are not welcome here. 6. The Jorōgumo. Japanese folklore. Jorōgumo is the binding bride, a shape-shifting spider woman. She lures young men into her home, appearing as a beautiful geisha. Once inside, she reveals her true form, a giant fanged spider with silk-strong webs and a hunger for flesh. Legends say she lives near waterfalls or in abandoned houses. In 1690, a samurai disappeared near the Joran Falls. Only his sword was found, covered in thick, unnatural silk. Even now, hikers near those falls report feelings of being watched. Some say they hear soft music and feminine laughter, with no one in sight. Locals avoid the area at dusk, especially when mist rolls in. So what are these creatures? Myths to scare children? Symbols of cultural trauma? Or are they something more, something that never left our world? Across centuries and continents, strangers who've never met tell eerily similar stories. Beautiful women who turn monstrous, forests haunted by cannibal spirits, winged demons that slip in through the dark. Perhaps we're not imagining them. Perhaps they're imagining us. And the next time you hear footsteps in the woods or whispers from a darkened corner, remember, folklore has a funny way of being real.